they chose, to not be so standard, to do customization, to do whatever it is you're offering them. But if people know that other people enjoyed, what you had to offer, they are more likely to, move on that offer as well. And then also, you don't want to go too high in your price difference when you do your upselling. So you don't want to do anything more than 25 to 40% higher than what they already have now. So, if you're charging them $10, you don't want to go any higher than, say, $15 for the upgrade VIP experience. Not that it might not necessarily be worth it, but if you're offering someone an upsell, you want to keep it within a reasonable amount. And also amount where they say to themselves, well, I just must be cheap to not be willing to do this. It's like, it's only $5 more, it's only $10 more, to get this wonderful experience. And so you want them to think in their heads, okay, it's just a little bit more. There's not that much difference, but the real difference is all that I'm going to get from upgrading, from getting more. So you just want to make sure that you don't go too high in your upsell offers. And then you always want to hit them after a purchase with your message. So you want the offer, whatever the offer is, whatever it is that you're selling additionally to your subscription-only fans, you want to make sure to hit them with it as soon as they purchase. Because they've just purchased and they're interested in you and they're thinking to themselves, okay, what else does this person offer? They might not necessarily have seen everything that you have on the OnlyFans page or out there yet. So they don't even know. So when you send them the offer, they might be purchasing something that maybe they would have gotten anyway, but they don't know that yet. So, nothing wrong with hitting them with that message right away, before they're fully ingrained into what you are producing. So you're like, okay, here, I have this custom, I have this, I have that. And, if they dig into your social media, they might find that you, had that already there, but they don't know that yet. So you definitely want to try to sell them immediately before they become too familiar with your offerings. And you want to follow up with a message. So if there's, a little lax time between when they have purchased and you don't hear from them and you have things to offer, you want to make sure that it's not just assumed. So you want to send an actual message out to them, letting them know about what you have to offer. Okay, so what about cross-selling? So cross-selling is another great technique to boost profit. You can utilize a lot of what I just talked about with upselling for cross-selling. But some unique aspects are make sure that people know what else you offer, and that they now can get it discounted. So, make sure that when you are, selling them or have just sold them, that this is the moment where they can get additional products, additional things that you sell now discounted and no other time. Again, you can utilize urgency for that. So as soon as they have purchased, let them know, there's this small window of time now that you've purchased that you can get all this other stuff. That window is going to close and eventually you have to pay full price for it. So let them know that. And also don't offer too much, and tie your other products together and make it relevant. So, you don't want to just offer something that's, random and vague when you're trying to cross-sell. You want to make sure that it's hitting the same niche as what your other offerings are. So again, as I mentioned before, you don't want to send someone to a website that's completely unrelated to what they just purchased. You don't want to offer them something that's completely unrelated to what they, have just bought. So if they were really into cosplay pictures, you wouldn't necessarily want to offer them, videos in regards to mud wrestling, something random. You want to make sure that if they're into cosplay pictures, that you offer them cosplay videos, that you offer them variants and cosplay outfits that they couldn't see normally on your OnlyFans. So definitely you want to tie in together your upselling and your cross-selling, and you will see a lot more profit from your OnlyFans page. All right, so that was how to upsell and cross-sell to make more money on OnlyFans. My name is Richard Lewis. I am the founder of OnlyFans Hero and the Learn OnlyFans Marketing 101 course on Udemy. You can find this podcast on Instagram at OnlyFans Secrets Podcast. You can also find us on Reddit at the subreddit of r/OnlyFans Secrets, as well as being on OnlyFans itself at onlyfans.com/OnlyFans Hero, where you can subscribe and follow us for free. Please do so. You get the latest updates on this podcast. We're also on TikTok at OF Secrets Podcast, as well as always being on Twitter at OnlyFans Hero, where we run hourly promotions for OnlyFans creators. And we continue to grow by 500 plus followers every single day on that account. So please jump on there. It's free for creators to promote themselves on there. And I would love to see you there. As well as you can reach out to me directly at OnlyFans Hero with any questions about OnlyFans, questions about this podcast. If you have any questions for our Sunday Secrets episode, you can let me know on Twitter or on OnlyFans. And as always, I really appreciate you listening to this podcast, supporting it. If you have any place where you can leave a review for the podcast, please do so. It helps others find that this podcast exists. And I really appreciate you continuing to follow and listen every day. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.